Happy Thursday, man. As y'all can see from the title of the live, we are discussing the ongoing situation, bro. When I say ongoing situation, bro, listen, this situation is literally on every corner on the internet, every page, every social site, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And y'all know exactly what situation I'm talking about. The Charlie Kirk situation, bro. Now, first and foremost, bro, listen, I speak from an unbiased point of view, bro. I don't even like politics, bro. I think that shit is dumb. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, politics shouldn't even exist, bro. Before I get into what I really want to talk about, personally, I don't even think church should have preachers, gang. You know what I mean? If you ask me what a church should be, is an open worship, ain't no preacher in this hole. You know what I mean? So that's my perspective on politics. Now, the reason I want to discuss the situation, bro, is because I feel like a lot of people are not really aware of what's really happening, bro. They're just kind of like bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? When I say bamboozled, yeah, they confused, bro, on what is really transpiring. Now, bro, I am not an advocate of Charlie Kirk, bro. I never watched the guy. I ain't even know this guy, bro. Some of y'all be acting like y'all know all these people that stuff be happening to. Y'all been following them for a while. Cut the cap. Stop the crap. You guys not following these people. It's only specific people following these people now. The reason I say that is because a lot of people pour emotions. They're pouring emotions into this. They're making videos about this, and they're so upset about this, and they feel a certain way. It's like, yo, bro, did you really genuinely follow this person? Did you really pay attention to what they were pushing for, or is this all an act? Now, the reason I say it got to be all an act is there's too many people that got opinions on the situation. Now, it's two opinions. There's people who have a celebratory mind of what happened to Charlie Kirk. When I say celebratory, they're like, "Hooray, USA!" Get a little animated for y'all, man. And there's people who have the normal mind. Now, what is the normal mind? Because I don't want anybody who is the hey, hooray, to take this message and misconstrue it. What the normal mind is, brother, is humanity. Now, what is humanity, bro? Humanity is having an understanding. This is my definition, perspective definition. I don't care if you look up the actual definition of humanity, but this is what I think humanity is. Humanity is having compassion and love for individuals, not because you share the same opinion, but because you guys are both human. Now, what do I mean by that, bro? It's safe to say Charlie Kirk made some douchebag statements, bro. You know what I mean? He made douchebag statements that people perceived as hate, people perceived as racism, whatsoever. But at the end of the day, bro, nobody's death should be celebrated. That's the main issue, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what people are not paying attention to is like all it's doing is basically, signifying who is desensitized to like gore, trauma, chaos, demonic vibes. You feel me? And then the normal people who still have compassion and love, bro. This is what all this boils down to, bro. Everybody talking about racism and all this. It's like, yeah, bro. At the end of the day, I can say, yeah, I seen some videos of this guy Charlie Kirk talking, bro. He said douchebag, bro. But so do your coworkers, so do your neighbors, so do your mom, your auntie, your friends, bro. People in your family, bro. They say like that too on a different level, on a family level. Do you want them to die? Nah, you not gonna feel the same if they pass. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna feel the same if they pass, and that's why it's like the only thing this is creating and letting know. I don't know who the creator of the whole Charlie Kirk scenario scandal is, but it's just letting that individual know. Okay, we got about 60% of guys who are ready for ultimate chaos. Then we got 40% of people who are still normal. And I don't know if the goal is to get everybody on the level of the hey, hooray, USA vibes, or is it to determine if these people who still have compassion and love are the problem. That's all I see. Everything else y'all see online is bullshit. You know what I mean? People online like, oh, Charlie Kirk racist. Yeah, bro. So is your neighbor. So is your maybe your coworker. You know what I'm saying? But you may not never know because unlike Charlie Clerk, he was paid to say this. Your neighbor ain't paid to say that, bruh. Your neighbor probably say that shit about you every night. You know, or you just never know. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, listen, Donald Trump is a douchebag, bro. Donald Trump, no disrespect to Donald Trump, bro. But I think he comes off as a douchebag. Now, what is a douchebag? To me, somebody that just makes heinous statements without repercussions of how it affects people, bro. You know what I mean, there's freedom of speech, but the way you speak matters. You know what I mean? You gotta watch your tongue. When I say you gotta watch your tongue, it's like what you're saying in life is like a script you're writing, bro. So what you say matters. You feel me? So when people are douchebags, they don't care about what they say. They don't care that it matters. They say whatever. This is what people do. You know what I mean? And there's different levels of this. This guy was highly paid to do this. So everybody that's so emotional about what he was saying is like, you're weak, bro. You're weak as shit, bro. At the end of the day, you're only more concerned with the fact that he had a platform. You care so much because he had a platform, but there's regular people that live where you live, stay where you stay, work where you work, that say this type of shit all the time, bro. They say this all the time. And you're not, what's up, have a nice day, man. You're not gonna be upset with the people that say this type of stuff all the time, but listen, you're more upset with Charlie Clerk because he was on the platform. Now, I'm not justifying what this guy was saying, but I'm trying to tell you that's why people are so invested in this, bro. But it's not about being invested in this. It's about understanding the threshold between humanity and chaos. This is all it is. The threshold between regular people and beastie vibes people. When I say beastie vibes people, it's like think about a funeral, think about a death. That is not something that's ever celebrated, bro. Never, bro. Right now, your auntie died, you crying. Your uncle died, you crying. Your grandma died, you crying. The only people that really celebrate death of others is like drill music, rappers, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that made that cool. They're like, oh, the op is gone. Op pack. But that's demonic. Why is that demonic? Why, yes? Because, bro, your ass gotta die. Did you forget? I made like a quick video on this, but I feel like I needed to further elaborate. Your ass gotta die. I gotta die. I done died and came back. Really? I ain't gonna hold you. I done died and came back. That's why sometimes I be like, this shit a video game, but it's not celebratory. It can't be celebratory because we all gotta experience it. We all experience birth and we all experience death, gang. Wake the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to swear on the video, but it's like people are so naive, bro. They're so naive to think that, oh, Charlie Clerk died. It's a happy thing. It's like, oh, bro, you could get shot in the throat. I know somebody that got shot in the throat. He's alive today. His name Pac. Somebody shot him in the throat at the store for defending some girls. You feel me? And it's a random situation, bro. My man got shot in the throat. He said he almost lost. When you get shot in the throat, you lose your voice box. It's like this part right here in the esophagus. It's where your voice box is. So he got shot in the throat. He couldn't talk for like a month. Then he started to talk again. The reason I tell y'all this is because, bro, listen, you can go out there and somebody shoot your ass in the throat. Your family's not gonna be like, hey, hooray! Bro, they're gonna be traumatized, they're gonna be distraught, they're gonna be empty inside. Like, and I don't even know if Charlie Kirk death was for real, for real. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I mean? It could have been a whole emotional scandal to get y'all riled up. But what I'm trying to tell you is don't show results of what these people want to see. What do I mean by that? Bro, they want to know who's really evil right now and ready for all out chaos. When I say all out chaos, I'm talking about guns blazing, brrr, grenades, boom, everything just going left. Those are the people that are like, hey, hooray, USA. Those people are ready for that. They ready for that right now. They ready to go slaughter their neighbor. You know what I mean? All this shit is trying to see who's ready for the purge, bro. Don't be silly. Y'all cannot be so silly as to think it's all about politics. Bro, this is not about politics, bro. Have a nice day. If you say that dumbass talking about remind you of your girl, I'm gonna slap you, gang. He said Burleasy. I don't even know who that is. Cause I remember last time talking to you, you kept saying like, "Yeah, man, you remind me of my." Y'all got the same opinion. I don't like that type shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm that type. I say don't compare me to nobody because I'm unique. But I'm just saying, bro. At the end of the day, y'all gotta listen to what I'm saying, bro. This is to see who's ready for the purge, bro. Because imagine the fashion in which this guy got executed. It was traumatizing, bro. It was brutal. It was kind of like gory. Now, I'm a person personally, bro. Look, I don't like seeing a lot of blood and stuff like that. That jump make me sick. I don't know about y'all, but the fact that everybody was able to witness such a gory execution, bro, it's like, look at this as like a beheading back in the day. The people that will go watch people get beheaded. You want to go watch somebody get beheaded, bro? Something wrong with you, gang. Really. Like, think about witnessing such a disturbing event, bro. Somebody getting their whole head sliced off. Something's wrong with you, gang. Really. And people don't want to look at that and like, bro, a lot of the people that's online, like, yeah, F Charlie for I'm glad he's dead. It's like, bro, those people are ready for the purge. That's it. That's all. Whoever created the whole scenario, all they want to do is see who's ready for the purge and who's not ready for the purge, bro. That's all. Everybody talking about racism and all this. Bro, who cares? The man made douchebag statements. Yes, he probably could have been racist. He could have been paid to say this. Donald Trump do this all the time, bro. Donald Trump say whatever he want, gang. Personally, I like somebody who's open about their opinion, bro. Most people they want to hear other stuff. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? Why is look, bro? I love when a person say, "Look, I don't fuck with you because you black as shit, bro." Thank you. Why? Because that's better than me being around that person pretending. People get so sensitive and like that because they want to hear what they want to hear. Charlie Kirk was saying stuff that he personally might felt or he was paid to say. But that's nothing for you to be like, yo, I'm glad this person died. That just mean you ready for the purge. Cause bro, if anybody dies, it's disturbing, bro. It's heartfelt. It's like traumatizing. It's emptiness inside. So for the people who are so happy about someone else's death, bro, that person ready to slaughter something. They ready to slaughter something. They happy to see somebody get shot in the throat, leaking, like get into like a fetal, I don't know, it's like a post something phase or something, postpartum phase. I don't know, man. I saw a doctor explain this joint when bro kind of he seized up. You know what I mean? It's like his brain wasn't really connecting with his spine. But they're happy to see that, bro. That turns them on. That makes them that arouses them. Bro, me seeing something like that is disturbing, gang. That's gonna play in your mind forever, forever and ever. Like, I still remember seeing my neighbor get his head batted, his ear split. I was in like middle school, fam. I remember this firsthand in front of my crib. That shit was disturbing. My man ear split, leaking from getting hit in the head with a bat. So when I think about that, that wasn't like a happy thing to see. I was confused. Like, yo, that's crazy. This is nuts. It threw me off. I'm surprised it didn't. A lot of this didn't throw off the people who are celebrating this guy's death. Like this man got executed. I don't know if it was real, not real. I don't really care, bro. But it was an execution live. It's like the old school beheading, bro. This is something intense. It is not regular. I'm surprised that a lot of people weren't shocked by that, bro. Most of them were happy. So those people, their level of compassion for humanity, that shit is gone, bro. They do not have that, bro. Those are the type of people that look at you and blow your head off and watch you bleed and stand over you. Those are the type of people, bro. Those are the type of people y'all gotta be wary of because I'm telling y'all, bro, you gotta be a thinker, bro. You just can't be so oblivious as to like what's happening and so emotional. Y'all be so emotional, bro. People are like, Charlie Kirk was racist. Nigga, he didn't like black folks. So what? You know how many other Charlie Clerks live in your neighborhood? A million. You know how many Charlie Clerks you work with? A million. Are you slow, bro? Bro, y'all gotta wake up. It's not about that shit at all. It's about noticing where people are at in life and what they're ready for. That's why a lot of these events take place, bro. And I know YouTube, I rock with YouTube, but it's like certain gems gotta get dropped in the live for y'all to pick it up, bro. It's all about seeing where people are mentally, what they're ready for. So, like I said earlier, whoever created the whole scandal, the whole scenario, bro, they literally have a percentage and they're keeping polls and tabs online because when you go online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, this stuff is everywhere. There's comments, opinions, this and that. They're just tallying up who's ready for the purge and who's not ready for the purge. And when I say who's ready for the purge, that's people that's ready to see traumatic, gory, I don't know, brutal events. Those are the people that's ready for the purge. Forget the purge. Is like think about videos out in public where you'll see somebody literally beat somebody to death, and there's people watching that, bro. They're watching that, like recording. They're recording. Those people are ready for the purge, cause they're okay with witnessing cruelty and chaos. A normal human, bro, they be like, yo, get off him. It's over. You already won. Ain't nobody gonna sit there that's a normal person with compassion, still with humanity in their heart that loves humanity is gonna sit there and watch you stomp another person out, bro. Especially if you packed them up already. When I say you packed them up, you already gave them the fist. They not gonna let you stomp their head in because they got compassion. They still love humanity. Bro, it's a lot of people that don't love humanity. These are the people that will celebrate a death. They're so stupid. It's like they act like they're exempt. You ain't exempt from a death. Are you slow? Wake up. Unless you, like I said earlier, bro, unless you one of them millionaires, billionaires. Because I watched the movie Chappie. I don't know, I told y'all about it earlier. Chappie was a robot that they were trying to destroy, so Chappie switched his consciousness. And he switched his consciousness to some new robots, you know what I mean? Now that's definitely possible for the human brain. I've seen movies on that, bro, where they've taken someone's consciousness, put it on a computer, take it from the computer, put it here. But y'all ain't got enough bread for that shit, bro. I don't have enough bread for that shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And me saying y'all don't got enough bread for that shit, I don't have enough bread for that shit. We are not exempt from death, gang. We are not exempt. You know what it means to be exempt? You don't have to take part in this. You're good. Nah, all y'all gotta take part in that. And bro, personally, look, I've died before and came back. So death is not it's not like a celebratory thing, bro. We all gotta experience it, bro. Everyone here gotta experience it unless like I said, man, unless you a billionaire, you got all the bag in the world, you on the Chappie vibes, man. You good. You ain't gotta if you on the Chappie vibes, yo, bro, you ain't gotta experience nothing. I'm talking about you can literally go get frozen. They freeze you for like till 2056, or they take your consciousness and put it in, I don't know, whatever you want it to be. You know what I mean? But for us regular folks, bro, chill out, bro. Understand something. You're not exempt from dying. Some of the people that's laughing at this guy, you could go out there and it could be a drive-by and you get shot at the throat. Now it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Or your family member gets shot in the throat. Something of that nature. And you're not gonna have the same reaction, brother. You're not gonna have the same reaction, sister. You're gonna be traumatized. You're gonna feel empty. You're gonna feel hurt because when I think about people dying, I don't ever think about people being happy. I think about people being sad. When you think about funerals, you think about people crying. You know what I mean? So in reality, that is the reaction to death. That's the normal reaction. That's always been the normal reaction. Anybody that's on the line that watched the live, bruh, have you been always happy when somebody died? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had a dude, he kind of finessed me for like 4K. 4K, bro. But he was finessing a lot of people, you heard? Now, I had God wanted me to see that this guy passed though. You feel what I'm saying? Because personally, look, I wasn't even friends with this guy. I didn't even have this guy on social media. I had one on Facebook one day. I barely go on Facebook. When I go on Facebook, bro, somebody random shared a post saying RIP to this individual. I'm like, what? That's crazy. It can't be the same guy. So when I go over there, I see, I'm like, dang, it's the same guy. But I wasn't happy despite him taking 4,000 from me. I'm like, yo, dang, that's crazy. It's a small world that this happened so close because he died when he came to the state, like close to the state where I stayed, bro. My man was from over west, out in Cali. When he came out here is when something happened to him. But I'm like, dang, that's how fragile life is, bro. You feel me? Cause anything can happen to anyone anyway. Remember that, man. Man, remember that. You go to a grocery store, active shooter come in that junk, shoot it up, shoot you in the back, something crazy. You pass, guess what? Your family, they're not gonna be laughing. They're gonna be sad. And bro, we all say a lot of things, bro. Some of you guys say some of the craziest stuff about other people out there, bro. Don't act like you don't. And I'm not justifying nothing this guy said. I'm not an advocate of this guy. I don't even like politics. I didn't even like Charlie Kirk. I didn't even know him. I ain't follow him or nothing. I only knew about this guy when this stuff happened. And some of y'all are pretenders, bro. Y'all pretend like y'all been following this guy for a minute. It's like, I'm not saying if you have, you haven't. But if you haven't, you haven't. You feel me? But a lot of the times we put a lot of emotions and stuff, bro. And I'm telling you, this whole thing is literally on every avenue of the internet right now. And it's all to tally up a group of people who's ready for the purge and who's not ready for the purge. Because what that, I don't know, whatever that scene that we witnessed was, it was brutal. It was brutal, boy. You know what I mean? Seeing somebody, yeah, I don't know if y'all ever really seen some crazy happen in front of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to pick up the dice. I don't know if y'all ever seen some crazy shit happen in front of y'all, but bro, it's traumatizing. It's like any traumatizing event that happens in front of you is a memory that you can never get rid of. I still remember my neighbor getting his head split with a bat. Boy, that was in like 7th grade. You know how long ago I was in 7th grade? It's been a minute. You know what I mean? I remember it vividly, bro. Dude hit him on the side, like, bow. He started, blood just started gushing right here. It's like a piece of his ear fell off. I would never forget that. So everybody that was there that witnessed Buddy getting shot, everybody that watched the video before it was scrubbed, bro, that's forever gonna be in your mind. And those who don't have compassion for humanity no longer, they're happy about death. They're happy about cruel things. They're happy about chaos. But those are the people that the government just want to know, like, all right, they ready for the next step. You know, the next step is us just brutalizing each other. What's the next? What else is next, bro? They did the train. They did the train jump with a black dude. You know, he stabbed the Russian girl, and nobody helped her. You feel me, bro? Y'all gotta up. Wake up, bro. Start accessing situations. Stop just being so naive. Like, oh, this happened because they said this. Nah. Even with the Russian girl and train situation, I'm like, yo, bro, it's no way possible. Cause I took the train, you heard? I done took the bus, nigga. Cause I feel like a lot of you guys don't do these things, so y'all ain't gonna understand what's really going on. Bro, it's no way possible. I'm gonna get on the train. It's people on the train, and I'm gonna go stab a shorty, and they don't stop me. It's no way. It's not possible. Someone there is gonna stop me. Someone there is gonna have the courage. But when you watch those videos, it's like, nah, it's no way. Everybody just let that shit happen. That can't be real. But if I say that, it's like, man, now I'm what's the word? I'm like a conspiracy thinker. Bro, use your freaking brain. That's why you got it. You gotta use your brain. When I seen the whole Charlie Kirk situation, I'm like, man, it's no way they're gonna let this man get assassinated at such a big event, bro. It's no way. It's no way. And when I say it's no way, it's like it's gotta be for a reason. This how you guys have to start thinking. If y'all not thinking like that, bro, let me slap you in the back of the head real quick, cause I'm serious, bro. You guys have to start being thinkers, bro. And don't think about, oh, this guy, he was a douchebag, he said a bunch of words, bro. He's dead. Or supposedly, if he's dead, that's like, okay, just pay your respects, man. R.I.P., bro. That don't mean that you support him if you say R.I.P., bro. It's just paying condolences. You're respecting condolences. A lot of times you guys don't went to funerals. You didn't even know the person that passed. Mom Dukes knew him. Your auntie knew him. A family friend. And what did you go there and do? You paid your respects. You didn't say, oh, I'm glad he's done. Nah. And the whole mocking the death thing, bro, is disrespectful, bro. It is very, very, very disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like an unforbidden rule of life. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, bro. Really think about it. Dying. It's disrespectful to disrespect the dead. You don't disrespect the dead because we all gotta become dead. So it's like you're disrespecting something that you have to experience eventually. How does that really make sense, bro? Think about it. You gotta experience this stuff eventually, bro. How does that make sense? Are you disrespecting? That's like me. I'm trying to give y'all an example. Like, I gotta shower, brush my teeth, and then I'm talking stuff about showering and brushing my teeth. That's not a good example, but it's like, bro, I gotta shower and brush my teeth. We all gotta experience death. It's on the way. It's no escaping. The only way you're escaping, you gotta get millions. I told you, you gotta be on the Chappie vibes. You ain't seen Chappie? Go look up Chappie, the movie, man. It's about a robot. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got that Chappie bread, it's over for you, man. Death is on the way for everybody. The Reaper comes for everyone. Really. So we laugh at you when the Reaper come for you, because I'm sure you done said some douchebags in your life. I done said some douchebags. You know what I'm saying? We all said some douchebags. Who here ain't said some douchebags forever? If you say you ain't said no douchebags, you're lying. You're lying. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't justify me passing from saying douchebags. It doesn't justify me losing my life brutally. You know what I'm saying? And that's the important key to life. Take that with you, bro. If you're gonna take anything, take that with you. If you can't relate to what I'm saying, look, bro, you ready for the purge, and that's okay. We gotta send you to Baghdad real quick and get so you can get your rocks off. Cause the purge ain't kicking off right now, bro. It's just a matter of determining who's ready for that action, who's ready to get down like that, who's ready to brutalize someone, who's ready to see trauma happen, who's ready to spill blood. Like, this is all that's about. Cause when I go online, it's divided. You got the happy people like, F him, he's dead. Yes. I can't believe he said what he said. I'm glad he's dead. Same people done said some hideous stuff. They just don't got a platform. Don't nobody know them. They don't got a show like Charlie Kirk. Imagine if they had a show, they saying all they saying behind the scenes, like it's the same feeling. And I'm not here to support, bro. I didn't even care about this man. I'm not a left wing, right wing. I ain't no wing. The only wing I'm on is when I'm on a plane, bro. I'm on the right wing or the left wing, then, you know what I'm saying? But in real life, bro, ain't no politics, bro. That shit's like a play, bro. You ever seen a play? Growing up, I hated plays, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's where everybody get together, create a script, and pretend, bro. Plays are annoying, bro. Musicals, I never liked that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what politics is. It's a play. You know what I mean? Imagine when you go to court, it's like acting. The judge got a gown on, it's acting, bro. And if you never looked at it like that, I just feel like you gotta elevate your thoughts, your way of thinking, man. Gotta get better. Because all this shit is acting. You know what I'm saying? And in acting, we determine who certain people are. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready for no purge. I don't even want to see nobody bleed too much in front of me. That's gonna make me sick, bro. Clean that up. Clean that up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had serious injuries before where I seen somebody bone pop out. Throw me. I'm about to throw up, gang. I don't want to see that. Cause it's gory, it's brutal, it's not aligning with compassion, love. What's in my heart? That's what I got in my heart. A lot of y'all got hate in your heart. That's why you happy to see somebody die. But your ass gonna die. You need someone like me to be like, your ass gonna die soon. It's coming. You can't run. Why you running? You can't run from that, bro. I experienced death. I came back by the grace of God. Shout out to God, man. I don't know how I came back, but I came back. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, bro, we all gotta experience that. And nobody should be laughing at you when you experiencing that. If you experience that, your family's gonna be crying. Sure, people that never liked you, they might be happy. But guess what? They gotta die too. That's the crazy part. So why celebrate about something you gotta experience? You gotta experience that. Your time is coming. My time gonna come. When I feel like, I've done everything on this planet I'm supposed to be doing, I'm sure my time will come. Maybe that's why I didn't go the first time, because I still got mad work to do here. But you gotta experience it. Your mom, your kids, your dog, your fish, everybody, the trees. So you're disrespecting life in a sense, because it's a part of life, birth and death. These are the two things that we can't escape as humans. So don't sit there and rejoice when somebody else is experiencing something you eventually got to go through. It's just that person's just way more brutal. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, look, people don't have humanity, mind states, and compassion no more, because for you to even imagine getting shot in the throat and what that feels like, and be happy for someone else experience that is crazy, dog. When I say it's crazy, dog, it's crazy. Like, imagine getting shot in the throat, bro. Like, even when somebody pop you in your throat like that, what if I come and pop you in your throat like that? That shit gonna hurt. So for you to try to visualize what that would feel like and be happy, dog, you're crazy. You're evil, bro. I don't care what Buddy said. I could say it and say, yeah, man, he said some douchebag shit on it. But I explain what a douchebag is. Somebody that says whatever they want, they don't care the effects or how it rubs people. D. Trump do it all the time, bro. The president do that shit all the time. I'm for real, like, and maybe that's why they try to take him out. And I guarantee you, when he would have left, a lot of people would have been happy too. They had the same reaction as this guy. But at the end of the day, they shouldn't, because they gotta pass. They gotta die. There's no telling how they're gonna die. Bro, we don't know how anyone's gonna die out here. Some people die gruesome deaths. Some people die simple deaths. Some people die easy, relaxed deaths, bro. And nobody's death is really determined. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, you should always respect the dead, bro. Cause you gotta die. Don't forget. Just remember, after everything that's done, you gotta die. Your fish dies, your dog dies. This is life, gang. This is inevitable. When they say it's inevitable, this is something we cannot run from. It just his was televised. And that being televised, I want y'all to be thinkers. Why would they televise something so brutal? Why would this be at a major event? Why would why would they put this on the film? Because they want to know who's ready for the purge and who's not ready. Because those who are celebrating, guess what they're saying? They're okay with seeing that. That doesn't bother them. That is normal. That is a part of life for them. Seeing gruesome, bloody, gory situations where people lose their life, they are okay with that. They like seeing that. They're intrigued. Bro, it's a bunch of people that do not like seeing that type shit. And those are the people that's able to disregard, like, yeah, this guy was a douchebag. He might have been a racist white dude or whatever, but RIP to him and his family. Because that's humanity. That's love and that's compassion. That don't mean nothing to do with supporting Charlie Kirk. That got nothing to do with him. All that has to do is respecting life and understanding everybody dies. Everybody eats, B. Everybody dies, B. Everybody's born, B. These are things that happen normally. Everybody is born, everybody eats, and everybody dies. I'm telling you, bro. Respect life. So when you disrespecting people that die, you don't respect life, bro. You don't respect the process of life. You don't even respect living. Cause that might speed up your process of dying. Who knows? You laughing at somebody, God might have you get hit by a car next week. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Organic Machine Dean? Yeah, man, it's the truth, bro. It's not about what he said, it's about paying your respects and showing respect for life. But some people they're not okay with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, karma's a bee, for real. And I'm not trying to say I support this guy because I know people like, oh my god, you love Charlie Kirk, you're black, how could you? Nah, bro, I ain't even follow this guy, bro. I don't even know this guy. And I'm not scared to get on the internet and be real. People are gonna get on here like, yeah, Charlie Kirk, he's such a, I've been following him for a while. Lying. I'm not saying all of them are lying. Some people really were following this guy, but a lot of the people that have inputs and are celebrating this guy, they was not following this guy. They probably watched a couple videos and see what he said, and they got in their feelings, and they're like, "What? I'm gonna celebrate his death." That's it. I don't even know him, but when I seen how they took him out, I was like, "Yo, this is brutal. This is gruesome. This is televised in front of people, family, kids. Nah." Whoever set this up, they trying to see who ready to get the purge going. That's how I thought. I don't know about y'all. I wasn't thinking about nothing else. Cause I'm a thinker, bro. You feel me? Like even when I saw the Irina, the Russian shorty situation, I'm like, ain't no way a black dude just gonna stab a shorty on the train. Don't nobody, especially a white girl, bro. Y'all, bro, people be so slow in the mind. But I take the trains all the time, bro. Even if there's a squabble on the train, people are gonna try to break it up. They're gonna try to break it up. There's nowhere in the world there's gonna be other women and females on the plane, on the train, and they allow a black dude to stab a girl and don't interfere, bro. Never. But for you to believe that's possible, it's like, nah, man, you far behind. You delayed, bro. You gotta up your frequency in your mind because you stupid delayed. Because you're supposed to think like, nah, it's no way. Somebody would have interfered. Somebody would have stopped him. This can't be real. It can't be real. And once you start thinking like that, you're not gonna be so emotional, bro. You're not gonna be so invested. You're not gonna be so bamboozled about what's going on. Cause when I seen the Charlie Kirk, I'm like, nah, bro, what? They trying to get something popping with that. That's like a live execution. Like I said, I don't know the legitimacy of this stuff, bro. Cause I wasn't there. I'm not gonna talk about the angles. I'm not gonna talk about the guy they caught because I don't know the details. People doing that shit online. It's like, shut up, bro. Unless you're a prime time researcher, bro. You work with the FBI. You're not gonna know the details on none of this, bro. You just presented the results. So don't put so much emotion into something you're presenting because you don't know what's really transpiring. Just think, why is this transpiring? What is the purpose? What is the reasoning behind this? What is the accomplishment? This is what you're supposed to think in situations, not be emotional and say, oh yeah, Charlie Clerk, kill him. Anyone that talks like him, kill them. That means you ready for all out chaos. You ready. That means, look, you go outside right now, somebody say something you don't like, you're gonna blow their head off. And whoever, bro, I'm telling you, whoever did this event, that's what they wanted to determine. Who's ready for that type of action? Who's ready for that type of scene? Who's ecstatic to see something like that happen? And they got the answer. They got half of people online. They got the other half like, hey, we ain't worried about the guys who not ready for that though. We're not worried about them. We're worried about the ones who's ready for that now. And it's a lot of people ready for that from how they've been responding. Am I lying? Y'all go online, y'all see some of the reactions. It ain't about what the guy said. Who cares about Charlie Kirk? It's about the fashion in which he was taken out, bro. Exactly. Wise man once said, whatever You wish for others, you wish upon yourself, and that is a fact. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Organic Dean is like so many people were happy that he died. They might be accelerating their deaths to get shot in the throat, in the ear, the nose, whatever. They accelerating that from like you said, wishing that upon being happy about that. Cause bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, I swear on my life, listen, we all gotta die, bro. Y'all not running away from this. None of y'all are running away from this. I've experienced death personally. You feel me? I've came back. That why I'm like, man, this is something different. Cause it's an experience everybody gotta have. Everyone gotta have this experience. Your dog, your cat, your fish. And it's like, why would you make fun of life? Cause when you make fun of people dead, it's like you're making fun of life, gang. You're making fun of life. You think you being comical or funny, but you're making fun of life, a life that you are a part of, that you have the experience, that your family got to experience. And the crazy part about all of this, a lot of those people that's like happy about him passing, bro, they was crying when somebody passed in their family, bro. They was distraught when somebody passed in their family. Even if they take Charlie Clark out of the situation and you put someone else in that situation that they know personally that got brutalized like that, bro, they not gonna be happy. It's the total opposite emotion. So what confuses me is like, man, how can they be so oblivious to this being life? This is life. This is not a joke. It's not a movie. And I don't know the legitimacy of that video because I'm telling y'all, these people crucial with the media, bro. They crucial with the acting. When I say they crucial with the media, they crucial with the acting. Is like you gotta be a thinker out here, bro. Because if you are not a thinker, they gonna get you riled up. They gonna get you emotional, bro. When I saw the video, I was like, man, what? There's no way. My boy got top flight security with him, army men, military. He had a conference. They let him get sniped like Call of Duty. Nah, something ain't right with that. But I'm not here to uncover the facts and truth and the angles and who was in the background and how far the velocity of the bullet traveled and did it really hit his neck? Was that actual blood? And I'm not here to do none of that, bro. I'm just here to tell you, look, life is fragile, man. It's a special thing. He said media just trying to show division and how to control us. Exactly. But I try not to say that type of stuff, Machine Dean, because I feel like a lot of people are not privy to that information. They believe anything. So whatever they're fed is what they're gonna perceive. But life is fragile, man. Listen, it's one of those things that you should appreciate it, bro. And I'm not a perfect human. I done said some asshole stuff, bro. I done said some douchebag stuff. And everyone here can admit that they have done somewhat of that on that nature. But I'm a good guy, genuinely. So maybe the time I was being a douchebag and an a-hole, it might have, I felt like it was warranted. Who knows? You know, or I just was on some, ill timing. But y'all all have experienced that. Y'all all done something similar. Maybe not on the level of Charlie Clerk, because we don't have a show. But if we did have a show, we did have a platform, man, it's a lot of people that see us on that level. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's the point. But people can't act as if they're not so they how do I say this, Machine Dean? People act like as if they never said anything on that level, as if they never uttered words on that level. You know what I mean? That's why they're like, oh, I'm a good person. He said a lot of bad things. He deserves to die. And that's the motive. And it's like, bro, what? Behind the scenes, you probably talking nuts. You might have said some of the hideous things to people, and we didn't see it. You didn't have a show. No one's interviewing you. No one's recording you and put you on Instagram, Twitter. You don't have a platform, brother. Like, but you saying behind the scenes, bruh. Do that mean you deserve to get shot in your throat and stiffen up and fall over and bleed? No, it doesn't. If something like that happens to you, it's crazy. It's insane. It's gory. It's traumatizing. And all we can do is pay respects to you passing, bro. We don't got time to go look at the video or the stuff you was saying. Who cares, bro? You said that shit already. What can we do to take it back? You said it. What you say you can't take back. That's why you gotta watch your tongue. Always watch your tongue. Watch what you say, bro. Cause you cannot take it back. So what you said is already out there. Some of the douchebag stuff I said is out there. It's out there already. I can't go retract that. The most I can do is apologize for what I've said, make a statement addressing what I said. But there's a lot of people that said a lot of things in life, gang. A lot of things. It doesn't mean that everyone deserves to pass in that manner. Respect life. It's fragile. It's something we all gotta experience, bro. Yeah, machine it is, bro. Everything you saying matters. So always watch what you say, cause what you say can't be taken back, man. That's one thing you can never take back is your words, man. So just decide how to speak. Watch how you speak. And he's gonna always be judged off of statements he made. But besides statements he made, there's a lot of good things that God did say. Those are never gonna be the highlight though. It's always gonna be the negative on what you said. But the reason of me saying that is not to justify Charlie Kirk's statements or what he said. It's to paint a picture that everybody talks crazy sometimes. Everybody talks stupid sometimes. You feel me? He said, but we all we shouldn't before. That's the point I'm making. Right there, Machine Dean. Because all the people that celebrating the death of him, they not gonna act like they ever said nothing wild, bro. They never made a racist statement in their life. Some of them might even be like, man, I don't even like white people. So a white person heard that, you hideous to him, you know what I'm saying? And bro, it's like it's comedy, man. It's comedy to see how silly people are. And like personally, I look at it like people brains ain't evolved, bro. A lot of people brains need to evolve, bro. And I don't know when that's gonna happen, but dude, it need to happen ASAP. A lot of people, bro, they're stupid as shit, bro. I'm sorry to say, bro. They have no cognitive thinking. But Shindy, you're an intelligent being, bro. You know what I mean? And everybody else that can perceive what I'm saying. But a lot of other people, they're stupid, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta tell them, bro. They kind of stupid, bro. Cause they don't process nothing. All they do is move off emotion, bro. Moving off emotion is like, dude, that's not, you gotta think, bro. You gotta be able to think. That's why you have a brain. Brainwashing is real, bro. I'm telling you, they out here stupid. And I don't want to sound mean, but dude, some of the videos that I seen, I was just like, no way this person, cause think about it. I'm an African American, bro. I know who we pay attention to. Now, a lot of older African Americans, I would say they kind of follow politics. Not so much the youngins, bro. But when I was watching a lot of the reactions, it was like a lot of youngins too, bro. And I'm looking like, bro, did these guys even follow Charlie Kirk? Because I didn't follow him. I didn't even know him. I didn't even know about this guy till his stuff happened. I promise you. So for people who act like they were really following this guy, like they really weren't following this guy. They heard statements and they went off emotion. And that led them to being like, yeah, I don't care about life, man. F him. If he dies, it's a good thing. Cool. When you die, it's gotta be a good thing. Cause that's the feeling you have towards life. You thinking you just having that feeling towards Charlie Clerk. No, bro, you're slow. You're slow, bro. You got that feeling towards life. So that mean that if your auntie and the family pass that you don't like, you gonna celebrate the funeral? Probably not. If your grandma who you don't like pass, you gonna celebrate the wake? Probably not. Now I'm saying some real stuff now. You said, they said, yo, too many people get spoon fed what they think. I have two things they think, but we actually critically think. Yes, when we critically think, it's like we question stuff. And this is why I'm saying that it's a lot of people that made videos against this Charlie guy. Forget the Charlie guy. Let's take him out of there. You got grandmas, you got aunties, you got cousins that say some heinous stuff to you in the family. They say heinous stuff to you in the family. So when you go to the funeral, you go to the wake, Is it hooray? Hey! It's definitely none of that going on. Y'all go there, you guys are well behaved, all black fit. You pay your respects and you leave. And you probably taught that shit at home. So just pay your respects. That's all it's about. Paying your respects. And when you pay your respects, you're paying your respects to life. Because this is a process of life. Isn't it? You're not just paying your respects to Charlie Clark, bro. This is a process of life. We all have to have this experience, bro. And I'm telling y'all, unless y'all got mad bread, I don't have mad bread to transfer my consciousness into a robot. That's the only way y'all escaping this thing called death. Because the Reaper comes for all. I'm for real. You know what I'm saying? The Reaper comes for everyone, man. When your time comes, your time comes. And some people times are more accelerated, man. You feel me? Taken out of their hands. Who knows? Like, I don't even know if that situation was a real video. I'm gonna be honest. It's just too much facts here and facts here. The wrong guy, this guy, that guy. Yo, bro, that's all that is too much, bro. Nah. It's to the point where it's like it's gotta be fraud or something. You know what I mean? It's just too much connections to this and that. So all I'm saying is, bro, you have a right to not like what somebody says. That's a part of life. It's a lot of people I don't like what they say. I don't really rock with them. But if they was to die, it's like, yo, RIP to that person. I'm not gonna celebrate because I gotta die. That's how I think. My family gotta experience what I'm experiencing. I gotta experience what I'm experiencing. Though this person is experiencing this right now, it doesn't make me exempt from experiencing that later. Once you could think like that, you could understand and still have compassion and love. But the ones who can't think like that, they're ready to slaughter everybody now. They just not gonna say it. But they ready to see chaos now. They ready to see me get popped in the throat, my nose shot off. They're gonna laugh like, man, they shot YS nose off. But they're gonna be happy. And like, nah, I don't have a nose though. But they not thinking like, how can YS breathe? You know? They not thinking on that level. They just want to see chaos purge. Don't be like those guys, man. You know, I don't know what the GOV got planned for them, but they got numbers on them. They got numbers on the people too who didn't react how they wanted them to react to this. You know what I'm saying? Because this was all a determination to see where we all are mentally for what they want to happen next. That's all I took from it, bro. I didn't take nothing else from this situation, bro. I'm telling y'all, you know, as a critical thinker, that's all I took. One second. Having that perspective is why I'm able to see situations clearer. Cause I'm like, yo, what's the purpose of this even happening? Especially at a big event, bro. A big event, fully secured. Fully secured. Only person that's getting in there is people that can get in there. It's fully secured. You gotta think, why did it happen? Same thing with the subway situation, because those are the two biggest things right now. The girl getting stabbed in the subway, Charlie Clark. If you look at both situations, you could think. You could just think. You'll be like, nah, hold on. Why is this happening? What was the purpose of this? It doesn't make sense. Something else is up. You know what I mean? Just be thinking out there, man. Look, always respect life, bro. It's precious. Life is precious, man. Life is given to us. Sometimes it could be taken from us. But don't celebrate those who go out early. Because we all got to go out. You feel me? At some point in time, we all got to go out, bro. So you can't be laughing at somebody because they go out early in a crazy way. Your time comes, man. It could be even crazier. You know, you could suffer like that was a suffering death. So me saying that is like, bro, yours could be more traumatic. You just don't know. So while you're here, just pay respects to people who pass, man. Don't make fun of them. Don't laugh. Don't be like the drill rappers, you know, wishing, celebrating the dead ops. Nah, bro. Be a human, bro. Understand that if you dead, your family would be sad. Your mom, your dad, your brothers, they gonna be sad. If something happened to them, you'll be sad. So put yourself in a perspective and understand, like, look, I may not even follow this guy or whatever, but maybe the people around him, if he really died, it's sad. RIP. Leave it at that. All that extra, it don't really do nothing for you. What do I mean, bro? The ones celebrating Charlie Kirk's path, they're not richer in life. They're not happier in life. They still have issues they have to deal with. Charlie Kirk wasn't the only one thinking how he thought. You get what I'm saying? Like, what are the major benefits? A video online expressing that you are evil at heart and you don't care about compassion and love. That's the benefit, because you ain't getting no money off of that. You don't get much clout off of that. Yeah, people might watch a video, but they're just gonna have an opinion like this person's screwed. So what are the major benefits? There's none. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Quick live. Don't invest in that situation too much. Jimmy Kimmel just got fired. They got him out of there because it's like, yo, you a representation. You shouldn't even be making fun of death. So they got him out of there. Maybe that was to expose how some of these celebrities feel too. Who knows? Whoever cooked this plan up, bro, I wasn't there with them, but I'm telling you, they determined this plan right here was gonna show everybody's compassionate, emotional, humanity, a philanthropist levels, bro. That's it. That's just like an analysis determining how people feel about humans right now. I still love humans, bro. You know, most I do is punch a human in the face, but I ain't trying to kill him. Unless it's life, they're trying to kill me. You know what I mean? It's different. Most I do is sock somebody like, oh, you need a good beating or something, yeah. But they ain't trying to take nobody out, bro. That's not my job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't create them. It's not my job to take them out. That's how I look at life. You know, even some I did create, I'm not trying to take it out. So everyone out there, man, look, be respectful, bro. Understand. We all go through this. Everybody time comes. You know, when your time comes, you don't want people rejoicing that you experienced life. That's what I like. That's what I like to call death, an experience of life. The experience is over now. You go to a new experience. You know, so don't be like everyone out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people are like that. It's kind of sad to see, bro, that people really are like that. Cause like I look at them like, dang, they must never cry for nobody in their family. They must never experience nobody in their family passing from how they act. Because if this how they act when people pass, I wonder how they act when people in their family pass. Especially the ones they don't like. Especially the ones that said things to them that they never liked. How do they act then? Do they go to the funeral quiet, but inside they're just like, yeah, look at this person in the casket. Can't believe it, I'm happy. Because these some of the people that come to your funerals, bro. I told my pops out like before I leave, I'm gonna tell some real stuff. I told my pops, I said, yo, if I pass early, do not let these people come to my funeral. You like, why? Why is? Because, bro, these people would be happy. Because I could tell what type of people they are already now. I'm telling you, people in my mouth, I'm like, yo, do not let them come. I don't want them to come say no words, see me in the casket, none of that. Only let the people that genuinely come and care about me come. You feel me? I don't want nobody coming to my funeral happy in their heart that I passed, looking at me like this, not respecting life. Because this is it. It's my transition to the next life. You don't respect the life I live, but you still living. You gotta go through this. Love y'all, man. Y'all stay safe out there. And keep love in your heart, compassion, bro. It don't matter what somebody says. Like, they said that shit already. What you gonna do? You done said crazy things, you know what I mean? So, compassion and love is important, man. I'm not an advocate of Charlie Kirk. I ain't even know this guy. I ain't even like him like that. I ain't follow him. I ain't watch his videos. I don't know nothing about him. When he got executed, that's when I found out about him. So, just want to leave y'all on that, man.